So on from my other video that I've done yesterday. I've let it dry overnight, and then I've had another little play, and I've just kind of used a yellow ochre, very watered down and loose in here. And then I wanted to have a little go at the little baubles here. So this is quite nice. This is a nice little demonstration of, I'm just going to use the purple and the mauve. I've gone to a little smaller brush, and I'm going to go for the purple. Just mix up a little bit, and I'm going to do it on the other bauble just to show you the example that I've done. So you just do a nice little watercolour, and I'm looking at where it's lighter here, where the light hits it, so it kind of gives it that rounded shape when you're putting the paint on. So you make it darker and lighter. So I'm going to start off light and get the shape of the bauble. Just making, just roughly, it doesn't, you know, it's quite nice to, don't want to make it too perfect, because I quite like that. It doesn't have to be too perfect. So that's kind of made it quite light. So I know that light is hitting around about that part of it. So that's nice and light anyway. And now what we start to do is we build it up. Just make it that little bit darker, because it's dark around the edges. And because it's still wet, what's nice is when you start to put the darker bit on, it starts to blend. It just needs to be a bit darker. There we go. And just pop it in there, just pop it on around the edges. And you can see it starting to bleed, which is lovely. I love the way it then starts to bleed in there. And then we're going to add that little bit of mauve to give it that other little colour, which is quite nice. Again, I'm going to just start off a little bit light. See how it goes around the edges here. Let that blend until I get that lovely, that little bit in the middle there where that's the light hitting it. I like that. Okay, now I'm going to go back round the edge with my purple again, really dark this time, because it is, as you're going along, it's starting to dry. So you know that isn't going to blend as much. It might do, but that's fine. I'm quite happy that it does that. And that's what you allow it to do. You let it do its own thing. Keep going back to the purple again, going around the edges underneath there. I'm just dabbing it on rather than putting brush strokes. And then I'm just allowing it to do its thing. Again, I'm going to go a little bit darker with the mauve. Hardly mix any water with it. I do dab it on my spare bit of card just so I know that I haven't got too much on my brush, because I'd hate for it to spoil it, and that's good. Now with my brush, I've just put water on it, taken the excess off like that, and I'm just going to make sure that there's going to be a bit of a sharper edge for the bauble, so it doesn't look all too bobbly. Careful that doesn't run down there. That's good. I like that. Now you see, as it's drying off now, once it's completely dry, I will then use just water, take the excess off the brush. I could even start doing it now and just look, there we go, just nice and carefully like that, taking off just a little bit of it so it's got that white shining through, and that is that light. So that's a really nice example. Got that nice rounded shape, and you've got the white showing through, as that's what's hitting the bauble to make that rounded shape. And it looks quite effective. Just tidy up there. That's a really nice example, and I'm again building up a bit more greens and some shapes with the leaves, which I will continue probably in another video. So I hope that helps too. Have a good day.